Imagine a cosmic force so subtle, yet so powerful, that it's already shifting the very fabric of your life. Right now, as you read this, what if I told you the third quarter moon, unfolding in the starry skies of March 2025, is whispering secrets that could either transform your existence or leave you stuck in the past forever? This isn't the loud, dazzling full moon or the hopeful new moon. It's a hidden phase, a quiet storm brewing with energy that demands your attention. You might have already felt its pull, a restless night, a sudden wave of nostalgia, or an unshakable urge to let go of something heavy. Have you noticed these strange symptoms lately? The universe is calling, and it's urgent because this cosmic window is closing fast. If you've felt these changes, comment, "I have felt it," below, and let's uncover the truth together. This phase doesn't just invite change. It demands it, urging you to release the emotional anchors weighing you down and realign with your true path. Are you ready to answer the call? Or will you let this moment slip away? The third quarter moon is a celestial turning point, a bridge between what was and what will be. It's not about celebration or new beginnings. It's about the raw, transformative power of letting go. The universe is practically begging you to pause, reflect, and shed the mental and emotional clutter that's been holding you back for far too long. Have you been feeling more sensitive, more intuitive, or even a little overwhelmed lately? That's the moon's energy stirring your soul, nudging you to release old habits, toxic connections, and limiting beliefs. This is your cosmic wake-up call to clear space for what's coming next. A fresh start that could redefine everything. But here's the catch. This energy won't wait. It's a fleeting moment, a whisper in the cosmic wind. And if you're not ready to act, you might miss the profound shift waiting for you. So, take a deep breath, set your intention, and repeat after me. I am ready to release the past and embrace the future. Feel it in your bones. This is your anchor for the journey ahead. Let's dive into the mysteries of the third quarter moon together and unlock its life-changing power before it's too late. The energy of the third quarter moon in March 2025 is a force so profound, so electrifying, that it's already weaving its way into the deepest corners of your subconscious, whether you're aware of it or not. This isn't a gentle nudge. It's a pulsating, cosmic current, a quiet storm that's been building in the heavens, ready to sweep through your life with transformative power. You might not see it with your eyes, but you can feel it in your bones. A restless energy, a whisper in the back of your mind, an unshakable sense that something big is coming. This moon phase isn't here to play games. It's here to demand your attention, to pull you out of the mundane and into a space of profound self-discovery. As we embark on this journey together, I urge you to hold tightly to the intention you set earlier. I am ready to release the past and embrace the future. Let those words be your anchor, your guiding star, as we dive into the cosmic secrets that could shift your entire reality. This isn't just a suggestion, it's a necessity. The universe is aligning in ways that won't wait for you to catch up. And if you're not prepared, you might miss the seismic changes that are already on the horizon. If you're ready to unlock your true potential and step into the transformative energy of this lunar phase, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications, because what you're about to discover could very well change everything you thought you knew about yourself and your path. Have you ever stopped to truly notice how the moon shapes your emotions, your moods, your very essence? It's not just a glowing orb hanging in the night sky, a pretty backdrop for your evening stroll. It's a celestial guide, a cosmic compass that's been leading humanity through its cycles for millennia. The moon's energy is a mirror to your own inner journey, reflecting your highs and lows, your moments of clarity and chaos. Each phase of the moon carries a unique vibration, a specific frequency that pulls you closer to your highest potential, guiding you through the ebbs and flows of your personal growth. But the third quarter moon? It's the one most people overlook, the one that doesn't get the fanfare of the full moon or the hopeful buzz of the new moon. And that's precisely why it holds such untapped, raw power. This phase is a hidden gem, a cosmic secret that's been waiting for you to discover its magic. It's not loud or flashy, but its energy is deep, penetrating, and transformative, working on levels you might not even be conscious of yet. Think about the past few days. Have you felt a strange restlessness, a sudden urge to declutter your life, or an inexplicable pull to reflect on your past. That's the third quarter moon at work, stirring your soul, urging you to pay attention to the subtle shifts happening within you. Let's take a moment to explore what this means for you on a practical level. The third quarter moon's energy is all about preparation. It's setting the stage for the next cycle, but it demands that you do the groundwork first. This isn't a time for passive observation. It's a time for active participation. The universe is handing you a golden opportunity to align with your true self, but you have to be willing to show up for the process. Start by grounding yourself in the present moment. Find a quiet space, close your eyes, and take 3 deep breaths, feeling the air fill your lungs and release any tension in your body. As you breathe, repeat your intention. I am ready to release the past and embrace the future. Feel the words resonate in your chest, in your heart, in your very being. This simple act of setting an intention is like planting a seed in the fertile soil of the universe. It's the first step toward manifesting the transformation that's waiting for you. But intentions alone aren't enough. You need to back them up with action. Over the next few days, pay close attention to the signs the universe is sending you. Maybe it's a conversation that sparks a new idea, a memory that resurfaces with a lesson, or a sudden clarity about a decision you've been avoiding. These are all messages from the third quarter moon, guiding you toward the release and realignment you need. To deepen your connection to this energy, let's look at a real-life example. In a quaint village called Pine Haven, a woman named Elise found herself at a crossroads during a third quarter moon a few years ago. She'd been feeling stuck in her career, trapped in a job that drained her spirit, but she couldn't find the courage to leave. As the moon entered its waning phase, she noticed a shift. She started having vivid dreams about running through an open field, free and unburdened. At first, she dismissed them as random, but the dreams kept coming, each one more vivid than the last. One morning, she woke up with a clarity she couldn't ignore. The dreams were a message from her subconscious, amplified by the third quarter moon, urging her to release her fear of change and step into a new chapter. She took a leap of faith, quit her job, and started a small business selling handmade candles, a passion she'd buried for years. Within months, her business was thriving, and she felt a sense of freedom she hadn't known in years. That's the power of this moon phase. It doesn't just whisper. It guides you toward the actions that will set you free. But what if you're not sure how to start? The third quarter moon's energy can feel subtle at first, especially if you're not used to tuning into cosmic rhythms. One practical way to connect is through a simple ritual. Find a quiet spot in your home, light a candle or imagine one if you don't have one, and sit with a piece of paper and a pen. Write down 3 things you want to release. Maybe it's a fear that's been holding you back, a grudge you've been carrying, or a habit that no longer serves you. As you write, imagine the third quarter moon's fading light dissolving these burdens, carrying them away into the night sky. Then, write 3 things you want to invite into your life. Perhaps more peace, more creativity, or more authentic connections. Fold the paper, place it under your pillow, and sleep with the intention of letting the moon's energy work its magic. This ritual isn't just symbolic. It's a way to align your subconscious with the cosmic currents, setting the stage for the transformation that's coming. The third quarter moon is also a time to heighten your awareness of your emotional state. Over the next few days, keep a journal by your side and note any shifts in your mood or energy. Are you feeling more reflective than usual? Are old memories resurfacing, begging for your attention? These are signs that the moon is working on you, stirring up what needs to be released. Don't ignore these feelings. Lean into them. If you're feeling overwhelmed, try a grounding exercise. Step outside, take off your shoes, and feel the earth beneath your feet. Imagine roots growing from your soles into the ground, anchoring you in the present moment. This simple act can help you stay centered as the third quarter moon's energy swirls around you, preparing you for the deeper work ahead. The universe is calling. Are you ready to answer? Let's dive deep into the moon's phases and uncover how they align with the rhythm of your life, guiding you through a cosmic dance that's as old as time itself. The lunar cycle isn't just a celestial event. It's a blueprint for your personal growth, a map that mirrors your inner world and helps you navigate the twists and turns of your journey. Each phase of the moon carries a distinct energy, a unique invitation to step into different aspects of your potential. First, there's the new moon, a time of fresh starts, a blank canvas where you plant the seeds of your wildest dreams in the fertile soil of possibility. Close your eyes for a moment and feel the energy of newness surrounding you, as if the universe itself is whispering in your ear. What do you want to create? What desires are burning in your heart? This is the moment to set intentions, to dream big, to imagine a future that excites and inspires you. Whether it's a new career path, a deeper relationship, or a personal transformation, the new moon is your cosmic green light to envision what's possible. But dreaming alone isn't enough. The new moon asks you to commit to those dreams, to nurture them with intention and care as they begin to take root. Next comes the first quarter moon, a phase that's all about action. This is the moment to stop dreaming and start doing, to take those seeds you planted and give them the energy they need to grow. The first quarter moon is a call to make decisions, to take bold steps, and to push forward with fierce determination. It's the halfway point on your journey, a time to assess your progress and adjust your course if needed. Maybe you've been hesitating on a big decision, or maybe you've been procrastinating on a project that's been calling your name. The first quarter moon doesn't let you off the hook. It demands that you show up, that you act with purpose and confidence, knowing that every step you take is bringing you closer to your goals. This phase is about momentum, about building the energy that will carry you forward. It's not always easy. There might be challenges, doubts, or obstacles in your path, but the first quarter moon gives you the strength to push through, to keep going, to trust that you are on the right track. The energy continues to build until the full moon arrives, a blazing peak of clarity and emotional release that lights up the night sky and your inner world. The full moon is the culmination of the lunar cycle, a moment when the moon's light reaches its fullest, and so does the energy around you. Emotions surge, truths surface, and you're given the chance to let go of what no longer serves you under the moon's radiant glow. This is a time of heightened awareness, where the things you've been avoiding or suppressing come rushing to the forefront. Maybe it's a fear you've been ignoring, a relationship that's been draining you, or a truth about yourself that you've been too scared to face. The full moon doesn't let you hide. It illuminates everything, forcing you to confront what's real. But this isn't a punishment. It's a gift. The full moon offers you the opportunity to release, to shed the emotional weight that's been holding you back, and to step into a space of clarity and freedom. It's a time of celebration, of acknowledging how far you've come, and of letting go of anything that's no longer aligned with your highest good. But what about the phase we're in now, the third quarter moon? This is the turning point, the moment when the full moon's light begins to fade, making way for a new cycle to begin. It's a phase that's often overlooked, overshadowed by the drama of the full moon or the promise of the new moon. But don't let its subtlety fool you. This is where the real magic happens. The third quarter moon isn't about rushing into action or starting anew. It's about slowing down, reflecting, and realigning with your deepest truth. This is your cosmic checkpoint, a moment to pause and evaluate your journey with honesty and clarity. What's working in your life right now? What's not? Are there relationships that are draining your energy, habits that are keeping you stuck, or beliefs that are holding you back from your true potential? The third quarter moon is a quiet warrior, a gentle but firm guide that urges you to shed the old so you can step into the new with clarity and purpose. It's not about forcing change. It's about creating space for change to happen naturally, organically, in alignment with your soul's deepest desires. Astrologically, the third quarter moon is a deep dive into introspection, a time when the universe turns the spotlight inward and asks you to look at yourself with unflinching honesty. Your intuition is on fire right now. Have you noticed those sudden gut feelings, those flashes of insight that seem to come out of nowhere? Maybe you've had a moment where you just knew something without knowing how you knew it. A decision that felt right, a person you felt drawn to, or a path that suddenly became clear. That's the third quarter moon amplifying your inner wisdom, guiding you toward clarity in ways that might feel almost magical. Spiritually, this phase is a cosmic realignment, a moment to reconnect with your authentic self. Are you living in harmony with your true path? Or are you still tethered to outdated fears, external pressures, or societal expectations? The moon is asking you to check in with yourself right now in this very moment. You might feel more sensitive, more in tune with the energies around you, as if your senses are heightened and your emotions are closer to the surface. That's the third quarter moon at work, enhancing your intuition and helping you make decisions from a place of deep knowing, not fear or doubt. On a deeper level, this phase brings emotional clarity that can feel like a revelation. It's as if the universe is holding up a mirror, showing you the emotional baggage you've been carrying. Old wounds that haven't fully healed, current frustrations that are weighing you down, lingering resentments that are keeping you stuck in the past. This isn't always comfortable, but it's necessary. The third quarter moon is your chance to process, release, and heal, to let go of the emotional anchors that have been holding you back. Don't ignore this call. It's your cosmic opportunity to step into the next phase of your journey with renewed energy and a lighter heart. To make this practical, try a visualization exercise. Imagine yourself standing under the third quarter moon, its fading light washing over you like a gentle wave. As the light touches you, see it dissolving the emotional baggage you've been carrying. Watch it melt away, leaving you feeling lighter, freer, more aligned with your true self. This simple practice can help you connect with the moon's energy and prepare you for the deeper work of release that lies ahead. The third quarter moon is here to guide you. Are you ready to follow its lead? As we stand under the third quarter moon's fading light in March 2025, the universe isn't just whispering. It's practically shouting, "Let go or be dragged." This phase is a cosmic ultimatum, a non-negotiable demand to release the burdens that have been slowing you down, weighing on your spirit, and dimming your light. This isn't just about letting go of physical clutter. It's about shedding the emotional and mental weight that's been holding you back from living your fullest, most authentic life. Picture this. You're carrying an emotional backpack, one that's been strapped to your shoulders for far too long. Inside, it's stuffed to the brim with past regrets, hurt, fear, and unresolved pain. Every step you take feels heavier, every decision harder, every moment tinged with the weight of what you're carrying. The third quarter moon is your cosmic invitation to pause, to stop in your tracks, and to unpack that bag once and for all. What are you still holding onto that no longer serves you? Is it guilt from a past mistake that you can't seem to forgive yourself for? Is it anger toward someone who hurt you, a betrayal that still stings when you think about it? Or is it a sadness that keeps resurfacing, a grief that you've never fully processed? This is the time to face those emotions head-on, to look them in the eye and say, "You no longer have power over me." The third quarter moon isn't here to coddle you. It's here to push you toward healing, to demand that you release what's been keeping you stuck. Let me share a story to illustrate the power of this phase. In a small town called Pine Haven, there was a woman named Elise who had been carrying a heavy burden for years. She'd gone through a painful breakup that left her feeling unworthy of love, and the shame of that failed partnership had become a constant companion, whispering doubts in her ear every time she tried to open her heart again. She couldn't trust herself to make good choices in relationships, and that lack of trust kept her isolated, unable to move forward. But during a third quarter moon a few years ago, something shifted. Elise felt an undeniable urge to confront those feelings, a pull she couldn't ignore. She sat down with a journal and started writing, pouring out all the shame, the hurt, the self-blame that had been festering inside her. As she wrote, she realized that the person she needed to forgive most wasn't her ex. It was herself. Under the third quarter moon's energy, she felt a clarity she hadn't known in years, a sense that it was time to let go. She wrote a letter to herself, apologizing for the years of self-criticism, and then burned it under the moonlight, watching the flames carry away her pain. The weight lifted, and for the first time in years, Elise felt a peace that radiated from within. That's the power of this phase. It gives you the space to heal, to release, and to move forward with a lighter heart. So, how can you harness this energy for yourself? Start by reflecting on your own emotional baggage. Grab a journal and find a quiet space where you won't be interrupted. Ask yourself, what emotions am I clinging to that no longer serve me? Write down the memories, people, or situations that trigger negativity. Don't hold back, even if it feels messy or painful. Maybe it's the guilt of a decision you regret, like the time you turned down an opportunity that could have changed your life. Or maybe it's the anger you feel toward a friend who let you down, a wound that still festers every time you see their name. Or perhaps it's a sadness that lingers, like the loss of a loved one that you've never fully grieved. Whatever it is, let it spill onto the page. If you're feeling stuck or overwhelmed, take a deep breath and release. Deep breathing or meditation can clear the mental fog, creating space for new, empowering emotions to flow in. Try this. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and inhale deeply for a count of 4. Hold for 4, and exhale for 4. As you exhale, imagine releasing the emotional weight you've been carrying, watching it dissolve into the air. Repeat this for 5 minutes, and notice how much lighter you feel. Another powerful practice during this phase is forgiveness, and I don't mean the kind of forgiveness that lets someone off the hook. It's the kind that sets you free. The third quarter moon isn't just about letting go of things. It's about releasing the resentment or hurt that's been clouding your heart, dimming your light, and keeping you tethered to the past. One way to do this is by writing a forgiveness letter. This can be to yourself, to someone who's hurt you, or even to a situation that's caused you pain. Pour out everything you've held in, the anger, the sadness, the betrayal. Don't censor yourself. Let the words flow raw and unfiltered. You don't need to send the letter. This isn't about confrontation. It's about release. Once you've written it, take it outside under the third quarter moon, or imagine the moon's light if it's daytime, and burn it, bury it, or tear it up as a symbolic act of letting go. As you do, say to yourself, I release this pain, and I set myself free. Imagine the freedom you'd feel if you could finally let go of that emotional weight. If you could wake up tomorrow morning without that heaviness in your chest. That's what the third quarter moon is offering you. A chance to reclaim your peace. The third quarter moon is also a time for a mental cleanse, because just as your emotions can weigh you down, so can your thoughts. Are you stuck in loops of negative self-talk, replaying doubts and fears over and over again? Maybe you're constantly telling yourself, I'm not good enough, or I'll never get it right. These thoughts are like weeds in the garden of your mind, choking out the potential for growth and joy. Use this moon phase to identify those thoughts and uproot them, replacing them with empowering beliefs that nourish your soul. Meditation, journaling, or affirmations can help you break free from mental clutter and invite positivity in. Try this affirmation. I release all thoughts that no longer serve me, and I welcome clarity and confidence. Repeat it 3 times each morning, and notice how your mindset begins to shift. You can also journal about your thought patterns, write down the negative thoughts that come up most often, and then challenge them. For example, if you catch yourself thinking, I always fail, write down 3 times you've succeeded, no matter how small. This practice helps you rewire your mind, creating space for new, positive beliefs to take root. Now, let's talk about your physical space, because the third quarter moon doesn't just work on your inner world, it works on your outer world too. Your surroundings directly impact your energy, and if your home is chaotic, piles of clothes in a corner, a desk buried under papers, a kitchen counter cluttered with dishes, it can leave you feeling drained, uninspired, and stuck. The third quarter moon urges you to declutter your environment, to create a space that supports your mental and emotional clarity. Start small. Tackle a drawer, a closet, or even your digital space. Think about all those unread emails or old photos on your phone. As you go through your belongings, ask yourself, does this item bring me joy, or is it just taking up space? Be ruthless, donate, recycle, or toss what no longer aligns with your energy. In Pinehaven, Elise found that clearing out her old journals from that painful breakup helped her feel lighter, as if she was physically releasing the past. She donated clothes that reminded her of that time, and as she did, she felt a sense of freedom she hadn't known in years. Organizing your space isn't just about tidying up. It's about creating a sanctuary, a sacred space that reflects the person you're becoming. As you declutter, you'll notice your thoughts becoming clearer, your emotions less chaotic, and your creativity surging. This is the third quarter moon's magic. It helps you make space for fresh energy, new ideas, and a renewed sense of purpose. So, don't wait. Start today and watch how your outer world transforms your inner world. The third quarter moon in March 2025 doesn't just ask you to release. It demands that you listen, that you tune in to the whispers of your soul with every fiber of your being. This phase is a cosmic amplifier, turning your inner voice into a roaring guide that refuses to be ignored. Have you felt an intuitive pull lately? A gut feeling that's so strong you can't shake it? Maybe you've been walking through your day and suddenly felt a shiver down your spine, a knowing that something needs to change. Or perhaps you've had sudden insights that seem to come from nowhere. A solution to a problem that's been plaguing you for weeks, a realization about a relationship that's been on your mind, or a clarity about your path that feels like a lightning bolt to your soul. That's the third quarter moon's energy at work, heightening your connection to your inner wisdom in ways that might feel almost otherworldly. This isn't the time to second-guess yourself or brush off those instincts as mere coincidence. They're messages from the universe, amplified by the moon's fading light, guiding you toward what needs to be released and what needs to be realigned. The third quarter moon is like a cosmic GPS, recalibrating your internal compass and pointing you toward your true north. But you have to be willing to trust those directions, to follow the path that's being illuminated for you, even if it feels unfamiliar or uncertain. One powerful way to tap into this intuitive energy is through meditation, a practice that can open the door to your subconscious and allow the moon's messages to come through loud and clear. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed, sit comfortably, and close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths to center yourself, and then set the intention to receive intuitive messages from the third quarter moon. You might say to yourself, "I am open to the wisdom of the universe. I am ready to hear what I need to know." Then, let your mind quiet. Don't force anything. Just observe your thoughts as they come and go, like clouds drifting across the sky. Sit in this stillness for just 5 minutes, and you might be surprised at the clarity that emerges. Maybe a word, an image, or a feeling will rise to the surface, offering you a glimpse of what needs to be released or realigned in your life. Journaling is another powerful tool to deepen this connection. After your meditation, grab a pen and paper and write down your thoughts without censoring yourself. Let the words flow freely, even if they don't make sense at first. Ask yourself questions like, what is my intuition trying to tell me right now? Or what do I need to let go of to move forward? As you write, watch as insights flow onto the page, revealing truths you might not have seen before. In a quiet village called Pinehaven, a woman named Elise discovered during this phase that her recurring dream of a locked door was a sign to leave a job that no longer fulfilled her. She'd been feeling unfulfilled for months, but it wasn't until she sat down to journal under the third quarter moon that she realized the dream was a message from her intuition, urging her to unlock a new chapter in her life. That intuitive nudge changed everything. She quit her job, started her candle-making business, and found a sense of purpose she'd been missing for years. But intuition isn't just about big, life-changing decisions. It can also guide you in smaller, everyday moments. Over the next few days, pay close attention to the subtle nudges you feel. Maybe you'll feel a sudden urge to call an old friend, and that conversation will spark a new idea. Or perhaps you'll feel drawn to take a different route to work, and along the way you'll stumble upon a sign or a symbol that feels significant. These are all messages from the third quarter moon, amplified by its introspective energy, guiding you toward alignment. To strengthen your intuitive connection, try a simple practice. Each morning, take a moment to check in with yourself. Close your eyes, place your hand on your heart, and ask, what do I need to know today? Then, listen. Not with your ears, but with your heart. The first thought, feeling, or image that comes to mind is often your intuition speaking. Trust it, even if it doesn't make sense right away. The more you practice this, the stronger your intuitive muscle will become, and the more you'll be able to navigate this moon phase with clarity and confidence. This phase also invites deep self-reflection, a process that can feel both challenging and liberating. Step back from the chaos of your daily life and ask yourself, am I living in alignment with my true purpose? Have you been following your heart's desires, or have you been caught up in distractions, expectations, and the endless noise of the world around you? The third quarter moon is a mirror, reflecting the areas of your life that need adjustment, the places where you've strayed from your authentic path. If you've been feeling stagnant, uninspired, or disconnected, now is the time to reassess. Look at your relationships. Are they nurturing your growth, supporting your dreams, and lifting you up? Or are they draining your energy, dimming your light, and keeping you stuck in old patterns? In Pinehaven, Elise realized her social circle was filled with people who constantly criticized her dreams, making her feel small and unworthy. Under the third quarter moon's influence, she made the tough but necessary choice to distance herself from those relationships, creating space for new connections that aligned with her true self. That decision wasn't easy. It meant letting go of people she'd known for years, but it was the key to her growth, allowing her to step into a new chapter with confidence and clarity. Similarly, reflect on your long-term goals, the dreams that once set your heart on fire. Are you still on the path that excites you, that makes you feel alive? Or have you lost sight of those dreams amidst the distractions of daily life? Maybe you've been chasing goals that no longer resonate with who you are, or maybe you've been so caught up in the grind that you've forgotten what you truly want. The third quarter moon encourages growth through clarity, helping you shed layers of doubt, confusion, and fear so you can emerge with a renewed sense of purpose. To make this reflection practical, try a visualization exercise. Imagine yourself 5 years from now, living your ideal life. Where are you? Who are you with? What are you doing? Let the details come to life in your mind, the colors, the sounds, the feelings. Then ask yourself, what steps do I need to take now to get there? Write down 3 actions you can take this week to move closer to that vision. Whether it's signing up for a class, having a difficult conversation, or simply giving yourself permission to dream again. This moon phase is your chance to realign with your highest potential, to let go of what's holding you back and step into the life you were meant to live. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Your future self is waiting. The third quarter moon in March 2025 is a sacred space for emotional healing, a cosmic sanctuary where the universe is calling you to act, right now, before this fleeting energy fades. What have you been holding onto that no longer serves you, that no longer aligns with the person you're becoming? This phase isn't just an invitation. It's a demand to step into the transformative power of forgiveness, to release the emotional chains that have kept you tethered to the past. Forgiveness isn't just a gift to others. It's a profound act of self-love, a gift you give to yourself to reclaim your peace and your power. When you forgive, you release the emotional weight of anger, resentment, or hurt that's been keeping you stuck, that's been dimming your light and holding you back from the life you deserve. Have you ever felt like you couldn't move on from a past mistake, a betrayal, or a moment of pain that still lingers in your heart? Maybe it's a decision you regret, like the time you said no to a chance that could have changed everything, and the guilt still gnaws at you. Or perhaps it's a betrayal that cut deep, like a friend who broke your trust, leaving you wary of ever opening up again. The third quarter moon is your chance to let go, to finally set yourself free from the emotional prison you've been living in. This isn't about forgetting the pain or pretending it didn't happen. It's about choosing to release its hold over you, to step into a future where you're no longer defined by your past. One of the most powerful ways to harness this energy is by writing a forgiveness letter, a ritual that can be deeply healing under the third quarter moon's fading light. Find a quiet space, light a candle to set the mood, and grab a pen and paper. Write a letter to yourself or to someone who's hurt you. Pour out every emotion, every pain, every ounce of anger or sadness you've been carrying. Don't hold back. Let the words flow raw and unfiltered, as if you're speaking directly to the source of your pain. If you're writing to yourself, apologize for the ways you've been hard on yourself, for the times you've blamed yourself for things that weren't your fault. If you're writing to someone else, express the hurt they caused, but also state your intention to release it. You don't need to send the letter. This isn't about confrontation. It's about liberation. Once you've written it, take it outside under the third quarter moon, or imagine the moon's light if it's daytime, and burn it, bury it, or tear it up as a symbolic act of release. As you do, say to yourself, I release this pain, and I set myself free. In a coastal town called Seabreeze, a man named Theo used this ritual to forgive himself for a career choice that had haunted him for years. He turned down a job opportunity that could have led to a fulfilling career, and the regret had been eating at him, making him feel like a failure. But under the third quarter moon, he wrote a letter to himself, acknowledging his fear at the time and forgiving himself for not being ready. As he burned the letter, watching the flames consume his words, the relief he felt was immediate, as if a storm cloud had lifted from his heart, leaving him lighter and more at peace than he'd been in years. This phase also asks you to release not just emotionally, but mentally and physically as well, because true healing happens on all levels. What beliefs or habits are limiting your potential, keeping you small, keeping you stuck in a version of yourself that no longer fits? Are you clinging to an old identity, a past version of yourself that doesn't align with who you're becoming? Maybe you've been telling yourself, "I'm not the kind of person who takes risks," or "I'll never be good enough to achieve my dreams." These beliefs are like chains, holding you back from your true potential, and the third quarter moon is here to help you break free. It teaches the art of graceful release. Letting go doesn't have to be painful or forceful. It's about surrendering to the natural flow of life, trusting that what you release will make space for something better. Journaling can be a powerful tool here. Ask yourself, what's weighing me down right now? Write freely, letting the words spill out without judgment or editing. Maybe you'll uncover a fear of failure that's been holding you back, or a pattern of self-sabotage that keeps you from taking action. As you write, imagine the third quarter moon's energy washing over you, dissolving these burdens, carrying them away into the night. To make this release even more tangible, let's try a physical practice that complements the emotional and mental work. Find a small object in your home that represents something you want to let go of. Maybe it's a trinket from a past relationship, a note that reminds you of a painful memory, or even a piece of clothing that no longer feels like you. Hold the object in your hands, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths. As you breathe, imagine the third quarter moon's light surrounding the object, infusing it with its energy of release. Then, say out loud, "I release this, and I make space for new beginnings." Take the object outside and bury it in the ground, or if that's not possible, place it in a bag to donate or discard. This physical act of letting go can be incredibly powerful, helping you externalize the emotional release and create a sense of closure. In Seabreeze, Theo did this with a tie he'd worn to the interview for that job he turned down. It had become a symbol of his regret, and letting it go felt like a final step in his healing journey. When you release these attachments, whether they're emotional, mental, or physical, you make space for new experiences, opportunities, and people to enter your life. Imagine what you could create if you weren't burdened by the past, if you weren't carrying the weight of old pain or limiting beliefs. Maybe you'd finally start that project you've been dreaming of, or open your heart to a new relationship, or simply feel a sense of peace that's been missing for too long. The third quarter moon is here to show you the power of letting go, and the freedom that comes with it. But this energy won't last forever. It's a fleeting window, a cosmic opportunity that's asking you to act now. So, don't wait. Take the first step today, whether it's writing that forgiveness letter, journaling your thoughts, or letting go of a physical object. The universe is supporting you, guiding you toward healing and renewal. Will you take its hand and step into the freedom that's waiting for you? As the third quarter moon's energy intensifies in March 2025, you might feel emotional waves crashing over you like a tidal surge, pulling you under and stirring up feelings you thought were long buried. Nostalgia might hit you out of nowhere. A song on the radio that reminds you of a past love, a scent that takes you back to a childhood memory, or a photo that brings a flood of bittersweet emotions. Unresolved feelings might surface, like the grief of a loss you never fully processed or the anger from a betrayal you thought you'd moved past. Even unexpected triggers might catch you off guard. A casual comment that hits a nerve, a situation that feels eerily familiar, or a sudden wave of anxiety that you can't quite explain. These emotional waves are all part of the third quarter moon's work, a cosmic excavation that's bringing buried emotions to the surface for a reason. This can feel overwhelming, even disorienting, as if you're being swept away by a current you can't control. But here's the truth. This isn't random, and it's not a punishment. It's intentional. The universe is giving you a chance to process and release what's been hiding in your subconscious, what's been quietly shaping your thoughts and actions without you even realizing it. The third quarter moon is like a cosmic therapist, holding space for you to face these emotions, to feel them fully, and to let them go once and for all. When these emotions hit, your first instinct might be to push them away, to distract yourself with work, social media, or anything that keeps you from feeling the intensity. But the third quarter moon is asking you to do the opposite, to lean in, to allow yourself to feel without judgment or resistance. Emotions are messengers, guiding you toward healing, showing you what needs your attention. If you're feeling nostalgic, maybe there's a lesson in that memory that you need to learn. If you're feeling angry, maybe there's a boundary you need to set. If you're feeling anxious, maybe there's a fear you need to face. Instead of running from these feelings, ground yourself in the present moment. Take deep breaths. Inhale for a count of 4, hold for 4, and exhale for 4, imagining the emotional wave passing through you like a gentle breeze. Or place your feet on the earth. Step outside, take off your shoes, and feel the grass or soil beneath you, anchoring you in the here and now. Meditation can also help. Sit quietly for a few minutes, close your eyes, and focus on your breath, allowing the emotions to rise and fall without trying to control them. In Seabreeze, Theo found that walking along the shore during this phase helped him calm the emotional storm inside him. The sound of the waves, the feel of the sand between his toes, and the rhythm of his breath all worked together to bring him back to center, reminding him that he was stronger than the emotions he was feeling. To deepen this practice, try a grounding ritual that connects you to the third quarter moon's energy. Find a small stone or crystal, something you can hold in your hand, and take it outside under the moonlight, or imagine the moon's light if it's daytime. Hold the stone in your hands, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths. As you breathe, imagine the third quarter moon's fading light infusing the stone with its energy of release and healing. Then say to yourself, "I release these emotions, and I ground myself in peace." Carry the stone with you over the next few days, and whenever you feel an emotional wave coming, hold it in your hand and take a few deep breaths, letting the stone anchor you in the present moment. This simple ritual can help you stay centered as the third quarter moon's energy swirls around you, giving you the strength to process and release what's coming up. Relationships can also feel the heat of this phase, as the third quarter moon's energy amplifies the dynamics in your connections with others. Small disagreements might feel amplified, as if every little annoyance is suddenly a big deal. Maybe your partner forgets to do something they promised, and instead of brushing it off, you feel a surge of frustration that seems disproportionate. Or maybe a friend makes a comment that rubs you the wrong way, and you find yourself replaying it over and over, feeling more irritated each time. You might also crave solitude more than usual, feeling a deep need to retreat, to be alone with your thoughts and emotions. That's the third quarter moon pushing you to examine your relationships with a critical eye, to ask yourself, are my connections supporting my growth, or are they draining me? This phase isn't here to create conflict for the sake of drama. It's here to help you see the truth, to reveal the patterns and dynamics that need your attention. If tensions arise, take a step back before reacting. This isn't the time for heated arguments or impulsive decisions. Patience is key. Reflect on the bigger picture. Is this disagreement worth my energy? Is this person worth the emotional investment? Sometimes creating space for yourself is the best choice, giving you the clarity you need to see the situation for what it is. Honor your need for solitude during this time, because the third quarter moon is also a time for introspection, for turning inward and listening to your own needs. If you feel the urge to retreat, to spend a day alone with a good book, a journal, or a long walk in nature, don't fight it. In Seabreeze, Theo found that taking a solo walk along the beach each evening during this phase helped him process his emotions and gain clarity about his relationships. He realized that a friendship he'd been holding on to out of obligation was actually draining his energy, keeping him stuck in old patterns of people-pleasing. That realization gave him the courage to set boundaries, to create space for himself, and to focus on the relationships that truly lifted him up. Use this time to evaluate your social circle with honesty and intention. Are the people in your life supporting your growth, encouraging your dreams, and celebrating your successes? Or are they draining your energy, criticizing your choices, and keeping you stuck in old patterns? The third quarter moon is urging you to release toxic patterns and align with relationships that lift you up, that reflect the person you're becoming. This might mean having a difficult conversation, setting a boundary, or even letting go of a connection that no longer serves you. Whatever it takes, trust that the moon's energy is supporting you, guiding you toward relationships that align with your highest good. The third quarter moon in March 2025 doesn't just affect your waking life. It reaches deep into the shadowy depths of your subconscious, stirring up messages that demand your attention. During this phase, your dreams might become more vivid, more intense, filled with symbols that feel eerily significant, as if they're speaking directly to your soul. You might wake up with the lingering feeling of a dream that felt more real than reality itself. A dream where you were running through a forest, searching for something you couldn't name, or standing at the edge of a cliff, feeling both fear and exhilaration. These dreams aren't random. They're a channel for the third quarter moon's energy, offering glimpses into your unresolved emotions, hidden desires, and even future possibilities. In Pinehaven, Elise dreamt of a river washing away debris during this phase, a powerful symbol that she needed to cleanse her life of emotional and physical clutter. She'd been holding on to old belongings that reminded her of her past pain, and the dream was a clear message from her subconscious, amplified by the moon, that it was time to let go. Water often symbolizes emotions in dreams, reflecting the need to process and release what's been stagnant. Keys might point to hidden opportunities, urging you to unlock a new path. Animals can reflect your instincts, showing you the primal parts of yourself that need attention. Keep a dream journal by your bedside. Write down every detail upon waking, no matter how small or strange it seems. Ask yourself, what feelings did this dream evoke? What symbols stood out? These are clues to what your subconscious is trying to tell you, messages that can guide you toward healing and transformation. To deepen your connection to your dreams, try a dream recall ritual before bed. Find a quiet moment, dim the lights, and sit with a cup of calming tea, like chamomile or lavender. Close your eyes and set the intention to remember your dreams, saying to yourself, I will remember my dreams, and I will understand their messages. Then, place a notebook and pen by your bed, and as soon as you wake up, write down everything you can recall. Images, emotions, colors, even fragments that don't make sense. Over the next few days, look for patterns in your dreams. Are there recurring symbols, like a door that won't open, a bird that keeps appearing, or a storm that feels ominous? These patterns are often the third quarter moon's way of highlighting what needs your attention. For example, if you dream of being lost in a maze, it might symbolize feeling confused or uncertain about your life path, urging you to reevaluate your choices. If you dream of flying, it might represent a desire for freedom, a sign that you need to rise above a situation that's been holding you back. Don't dismiss these dreams as mere imagination. They're a direct line to your subconscious, amplified by the moon's energy, and they hold valuable lessons if you're willing to listen. Your intuition is also heightened now, becoming a powerful force that's stronger, clearer, and more urgent than ever. Those gut feelings, those sudden flashes of insight, they're not just random thoughts. They're messages from the universe, amplified by the third quarter moon, guiding you toward what aligns with your highest good. Maybe you've had a moment where you just knew something without knowing how, a feeling that you shouldn't trust a certain person, a sudden clarity about a decision you've been struggling with, or an impulse to take a specific action that feels right in your bones. Trust these instincts because they're your internal compass, pointing you toward the path of transformation. To deepen your connection to your intuition, try meditating under the third quarter moon's energy. Find a quiet space, sit comfortably, and close your eyes. Take a few deep breaths, and set the intention to connect with your inner wisdom, saying to yourself, I am open to the guidance of the universe. Then, let your mind quiet and simply observe any thoughts, feelings, or images that come up. You might feel a tingling in your chest, a word that pops into your mind, or a sense of knowing that feels undeniable. Whatever comes up, trust it. It's the third quarter moon speaking through you. Another way to strengthen your intuition is through mindful listening. a practice that helps you pay attention to the subtle messages in your thoughts, emotions, and even external circumstances. Over the next few days, slow down and tune in to the world around you. Notice the conversations you overhear, the songs that play on the radio, the random thoughts that pop into your mind. Sometimes your intuition speaks in quiet whispers, a fleeting thought that feels significant, a piece of advice that resonates deeply, or a sign that seems to appear at just the right moment. In Pinehaven, Elise had a moment of intuitive clarity when she overheard a stranger talking about following their passion. The words struck her like a lightning bolt, confirming what her dreams had been telling her, that it was time to leave her unfulfilling job and pursue her candle-making business. These moments aren't coincidences. They're the third quarter moon's energy at work, guiding you toward alignment. To practice mindful listening, try this. Each day, take a few minutes to sit in silence and observe your surroundings. Notice the sounds, the sensations, the thoughts that come up. Then, ask yourself, what is the universe trying to tell me right now? The first thing that comes to mind is often your intuition speaking. Trust it and see where it leads you. The third quarter moon is your internal compass, guiding you toward what aligns with your highest good. But it's up to you to follow its direction. Don't ignore these whispers. They're leading you to transformation, to a life that's more aligned with your true self. If you're feeling unsure, try a simple intuitive exercise. Hold an object in your hand, like a stone or a piece of jewelry, and ask a yes or no question, like, is this the right path for me? Then, close your eyes and notice how your body feels. A sense of lightness or warmth often means yes. A heaviness or discomfort often means no. This practice can help you tune into your intuition and build trust in your inner guidance. The third quarter moon is here to help you see the truth, to guide you toward release and realignment. Will you listen to its call, or will you let this opportunity slip away? As the third quarter moon wanes in March 2025, it's time to prepare for the fresh, invigorating energy of the next cycle. A new beginning that's just around the corner, waiting to sweep into your life with possibilities you can't yet imagine. But before you can fully embrace this renewal, you must clear the way, physically, mentally, and emotionally, because the universe doesn't deliver new blessings into a cluttered space. Think of it as spring cleaning for your soul, a cosmic decluttering that's essential for growth. This isn't a suggestion, it's a necessity. The third quarter moon is giving you a final push to release what's been holding you back, to make space for the transformation that's coming. Start by reviewing your goals with a critical eye. What have you achieved so far, and what no longer feels aligned with your true path? Maybe you set a goal to climb the corporate ladder, but now you realize it's not what your heart truly wants. Or perhaps you've been working toward a dream that once excited you, but now feels like a burden. Let go of what's dragging you down, what's no longer in harmony with your soul's desires. This isn't about giving up. It's about refining your focus, about aligning your goals with the person you're becoming. Then, set clear intentions for the future, intentions that light you up and make your heart race with excitement. Visualize your next chapter. Picture the opportunities, the growth, the joy you're inviting into your life. Be specific. What does this new beginning look like? What does it feel like? In Seabreeze, Theo visualized opening a small art studio, a dream he'd buried for years under the weight of self-doubt. He imagined the smell of paint, the sound of laughter as friends gathered for his first exhibit, the feeling of pride as he hung his artwork on the walls. That clarity gave him the courage to take the first step. He rented a small space the very next week, and his dream began to take shape. To make this visualization even more powerful, try a guided exercise that connects you to the third quarter moon's energy. Find a quiet space, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths to center yourself. Imagine yourself standing under the third quarter moon, its fading light casting a soft glow around you. As you stand there, picture a path stretching out before you, leading to your next chapter. See yourself walking down that path, noticing the details, the colors of the sky, the sounds around you, the people who might be there. As you walk, imagine the opportunities, the growth, the joy you're inviting in. Maybe you see yourself in a new career, surrounded by supportive colleagues who inspire you. Or perhaps you see yourself in a new home, filled with love and laughter. Whatever it is, let the vision come to life in your mind and feel the excitement, the hope, the possibility of it all. Then, set an intention. I am ready to step into this new chapter with clarity and courage. Hold that vision in your heart over the next few days and let it guide your actions as you prepare for renewal. But visualization alone isn't enough. You must also release any lingering baggage that's holding you back, because the third quarter moon won't let you move forward with anchors weighing you down. Old patterns, limiting beliefs, past disappointments. These are the things that keep you stuck, that keep you from fully stepping into the fresh energy of the next cycle. Maybe you've been holding onto a belief that you're not worthy of success, a belief that's kept you playing small. Or perhaps you're still carrying the disappointment of a failed project, letting it stop you from trying again. These are anchors, and the third quarter moon is here to help you cut the ropes. To release these burdens, try a journaling exercise. Write down 3 things you're ready to let go of. Maybe it's a fear of failure, a grudge against someone who hurt you, or a past disappointment that's been haunting you. As you write, imagine the third quarter moon's energy dissolving these anchors, setting you free. Then, write down 3 things you're ready to invite in, perhaps more confidence, more love, or more creativity. This practice helps you create space for the new, aligning you with the energy of renewal. Mindfulness is also key during this phase, because staying grounded in the present moment helps you clear the mental clutter that can block new energy from entering. Practice mindfulness by focusing on the here and now, free from distractions or worries about the past or future. Try this each morning. Take 5 minutes to sit in silence and notice your surroundings. Feel the chair beneath you, hear the sounds around you, taste the air as you breathe. If your mind starts to wander, gently bring it back to the present moment. This simple practice can help you stay centered as you prepare for the next cycle, creating a sense of calm and clarity that allows new energy to flow in. Gratitude is another powerful tool to keep your energy high and attract more abundance into your life. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for, no matter how small, like the sound of waves in sea breeze, a kind word from a friend, or the warmth of the sun on your skin. In sea breeze, Theo started a gratitude practice during this phase, and he found that focusing on the things he appreciated, like the support of his family and the beauty of his coastal town, shifted his mindset from lack to abundance, making him feel more open to new possibilities. To deepen your gratitude practice, try a gratitude walk. Step outside, whether it's in your backyard, a park, or a quiet street, and walk slowly, noticing the beauty around you. As you walk, silently name 3 things you're grateful for, feeling the appreciation in your heart. Maybe you're grateful for the way the leaves rustle in the wind, the smile of a stranger passing by, or the simple fact that you're alive and breathing. This practice not only keeps your energy high, but also aligns you with the frequency of abundance, making it easier to attract the new beginnings you've been visualizing. By clearing space, physically, mentally, and emotionally, and aligning with positivity through mindfulness and gratitude, you're readying yourself for the transformation ahead. The third quarter moon is setting the stage for a new cycle, a fresh start that's just waiting for you to step into it. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Take these steps today and prepare to embrace the magic of what's coming next. The third quarter moon in March 2025 is your cosmic wake-up call, a fleeting chance to release, realign, and renew. This isn't a time for fear, but for action. The universe is offering you an opportunity for growth, and it's up to you to seize it before the energy shifts. To stabilize your energy and avoid the chaos of this phase, take these steps. Avoid crowds and overstimulating environments. They can amplify emotional waves. Spend time in nature, like walking through the forests of Pine Haven or along the shores of Seabreeze, to recalibrate your energy. Adjust your sleep patterns. Go to bed earlier to counteract disturbances. And practice deep breathing or meditation daily to ground yourself in the present. These simple actions will help you harness the moon's power and step into the next cycle with clarity and strength. Let's close with a final affirmation. I am releasing the old and making space for new blessings. Say it, feel it, let it sink into your soul. Now, I want to hear from you. Drop your strangest dream or heaviest emotion from this week in the comments below. Let's uncover what the moon is revealing together. And if you're ready to stay ahead of cosmic transformations, like the ones we've explored today, subscribe, hit the bell, and join the Cosmic Wisdom Naturally community. Share your own affirmations in the comments. Let's create a powerful collective intention. Wishing you peace, clarity, and alignment as you navigate this transformative lunar phase.